What if I told you the reason you're struggling at trading is just purely patience and not seeing the bigger picture? I think a lot of traders fall within this category. I took essentially no drawdown and caught 40 points today in this simple and repeatable trade that I talk about in almost each and every one of my videos. All it is being patient, let price action form, and the market will tell you what it wants to do. We had these previous highs on the pre-market and these previous lows. The market always moves the cleanest after everyone's faked out. So we swept these lows in a liquidity sweep, but notice we held above that key level, which is the daily open. After we did that, we rallied, we came back and we retested that previous level of resistance that also lined up with touching the 50 EMA. In general, I like to only long if we're above the 50 EMA and we're above VWAP. That gives me a good idea that the momentum is heading upwards. This is not always the case, nor is it financial advice, but it's what I've seen in my personal experience. Now, we're going to dive into the live trade here and break it down. Pull back pretty aggressively to that 50 EMA, and that's where buyers really start to step in. As you can see, the wick there, and then this candle just really starts to go green. So we have buyers stepping in, showing momentum and pressure to push price up. I enter one Nasdaq contract there. I am copy trading my accounts, and I have a 10-point stop with a 20-point target, but we start to get a move directly in our favor. And when that happens, I like to move the target up. We did make higher lows and we previously made higher highs, so the trend is currently up. Notice these high volume nodes can cause immediate rejections. As you can see right there at that 23,150, we immediately pushed up to it and then came back down. It took some time to break back through that level. So higher volume nodes can act as like tougher areas to get through. So you have key levels of support and resistance that typically will align with those higher volume spikes. Now, when there is a lower volume node, as you can see right above that level, we dip and the amount of volume is not as prevalent. You usually move quicker between those areas. And that's why I moved my target up, because if we break above that 23,150, we're likely to shoot directly to new highs. I like to front run them by like 5 or 10 points just in case Nasdaq does decide to reject, but we get an immediate push and we lock in our 40 points with no drawdown. I think at most we were down like 2 points in this trade. Pretty straightforward, but this shows the power of patience. If you just wait for the best entry and for your trades to set up, you will likely increase your win rate.